Well, I think it's time to provide a quick update on the state of this aquarium, and then we're gonna move on to our old beloved treasure reef. So since I posted the last video, I have introduced two more frags into this system, and I can say that both of them look pretty decent in here. So this tort right over here is still maintaining the same color. There's no RTN, nothing. And the shaggy coral behind it is looking all right. But however, there is no polyp extension. So maybe it's gonna take a few more days or longer for it to recover or acclimate. Having said that, the rest of the corals are not getting worse. So you can see lots of dead coral that I'm just keeping there because they're all pegged, and some of you have asked me why I haven't removed them. Well, first, it's gonna make it all that much nicer to be replacing them one by one. And also I just need those pegs in because otherwise I'm gonna lose those holes. So I'm gonna just keep an eye on it and continue replacing as the corals rebound or as I'm planting new coral. The fish are doing well. I am contemplating on adding a few more fish, and by the way, thank you all who've made some recommendations which have prompted me to add wish list functionality to Aquatic Log. So if you're using Aquatic Log, whether it's a mobile app, iPhone or Android, or the website, just you'll see that you can now specify which fish or coral you want to have on your wish list. I plan to do more with this functionality as time goes on, but right now at least there's this particular functionality, and the reason I've added it is thanks to you who've provided the comments. I always appreciate reading them, and it's like visiting other reefers and getting their feedback, so I appreciate each and everyone's feedback. So enough with this treasure black. I think it's gonna get a lot nicer maybe in a couple of weeks or maybe a couple of months, but let's move on to treasure reef. Here's the state of treasure reef. I actually have lost two colonies of Acropora. So there's one over here, I think it was my Valida, which wasn't doing too well, and then it just bleached overnight. And same happened to another acro, which is, I think it was calling White Cloud, which also bleached overnight. They both bleached the same night. So I didn't see any other changes to any other coral, so everybody else is doing fine. So sometimes those things happen, and I don't want to get on another wild goose chase. So let's focus on the good things. I'm still running it with only two MP40s, and I can tell you that it seems to be more than adequate for this aquarium. I would usually use a lot more, but I've been running it like this for 3 months now, and I don't see any downside. The goni is slowly starting to open up, but it's not doing too well. And same is happening with the other goni. I haven't lost it, but it's just not amazing. This is the shaggy that I was talking about. So you can see here its polyps extensions are just nice. So whenever I moved it to another tank, there's no polyp extension. I don't know why. And I also have to do something about this coral because it's now being stung by this gold hammer. I really like this new center chamber where I have all the LPS except for this Anacropora. So this is very nice. I really like all this movement in this aquarium, and I think slowly it's going to start moving more towards like a flowy aquarium. And especially the light is during mornings when it's getting hit by sunlight. Now this is the Undata that I was referring to. I actually have moved several pieces of it, 3 pieces to be exact, to my frag tank, and so far I haven't lost it. So I'll give it another week before making or jumping to any conclusions. but so far so good. There still needs to be a lot more work done on just the landscape. I keep tweaking things, I keep cleaning things. This beautiful clam is just only looking better, so I really dig it. It's probably one of my favorite creatures in this aquarium, except for you, Powder Blue, and beautiful Nassau tank and the Desjardins sailfin. So everybody's looking good here. Let's take a quick money shot from both sides. So this is very nice. I really dig it. Even the Recordia are slowly starting to increase in numbers. I only had one, I think, earlier. So that's the state of my treasure reef. It's been 3 years, 3.5 years that I've had it, and I don't want to jinx anything, but it doesn't require a lot of my attention. So I just change the water. It's an auto water change system, and I maintain the parameters. I measure them, log them on Aquatic Log, and that's it. I don't do anything else with this tank, and so far it brings me lots of joy. I haven't changed anything when it comes to fish or coral, and I think it's just gonna continue at this level. If you again have some thoughts on what I can do to improve it or something cool to introduce, let me know, but I think it's pretty much fully stacked. So that's the state for this aquarium, and given that this is also summer, that's not too bad, because I'm definitely noticing that in summer it's a lot tougher to find any time for your aquariums. Well, thanks for watching. As always, leave a comments, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a week. Wanted to say I'm working on something that I think is revolutionary when it comes to 3D printing, and I can't wait to do the big reveal very soon, so hopefully another week or two. This has been a game changer for me, and as far as I know, there's no such thing done by anybody else. So I've been working on this project for over 4 months, and I've been using it. So stay tuned on that. If you want to check out what I have so far, just go to treasurecorals.com. And if you are in Toronto, especially, just ask your local stores. They may carry some of my 3D printing products, or even some corals.